What's up? It's Jan, back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. It is currently past midnight, and yes, I'm filming. That's why I look like a hot mess. I had coffee at like 7:30, and then I worked out at my mom's place. I just read and went on the elliptical because we're multitasking queens in this household. And I just felt like filming my September TBR. So that's what we're gonna do. Welcome to my September TBR. It's an ambitious one. Are we surprised? We got a lot of books. I don't even want to count them. I have a lot of carryovers from previous months. We're not going to talk about them besides 2 of them. I'm just going to show you real quick. Still haven't gotten to the Mary Shelley Club with the Once Upon a Book Club box experience thing that I was planning on doing. We're going to try again this month. Honestly, might get pushed to October. Who knows? And then Vicious. I don't think I put this on my August TBR. Oh yeah, I had to do like a little caption, right? This was supposed to be my buddy read with Jessie. They already finished it. I did not even start it. We just kind of ex-nayed the Gods and Monsters situation. Didn't read that. Don't feel like reading that right now, but I will. Not now. But I do feel like reading Vicious because Jessie loved it and a lot of people love that one. And then book club pick. What the heck? Hold on. Okay, I run my own book club and I participate in a handful of others depending on the book pick that month and my mood and stuff. So we'll start with mine, which is the Full Moon Book Club. All the information is always linked down below. There's a Google form. It's not required, but y'all could fill it out and then tell me a little bit about yourself just so I could keep track of everyone and so I get to know y'all. Put faces to names during the live chats and everything. For September, we'll be reading Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. Okay, I didn't even do it on purpose that it's Hispanic Heritage Month and this is a Latinx author. Thank you. And my guest is gonna be Cami from Burrows and Books. Go subscribe to her if you haven't already. Follow her on Instagram. She's great. We love her. But yeah, this is an adult horror about this like eerie, weird house that the main character goes to because her cousin just got married and then she like asks for help for something. I don't know. Apparently there's a lot of mushroom talk in this and it deters people who love mushrooms from loving them any longer after reading this book. So tread with caution if you like mushrooms. Oh, the live show is gonna be September 20th at 6 p.m. Central. So be there, please. I would love to have you and talk about this book. I'm so excited to see where I stand because I have friends who absolutely love this book and are even like rereading for this month. And I have friends who, like Renee, I always say this, but it's her most disappointing book of the year so far. So I'm excited to see where I fall on that spectrum. Next, speaking of Cami, she and my other good friend here on BookTube, Naomi from Naomi's Library, we all know her, just started a book club and they're launching it this month for Hispanic Heritage Month. It's called Brewhouse and Books. Follow them on Instagram. It's a Latinx book club, so they're just going to be reading books by Latinx authors every month. And their first book club pick is The Inheritance of Orquídea Divina by Zoraida Cordova. Jessie loved this book and I was so happy that Cami and Naomi made it a pick for this month and that Simon & Schuster sent me an art copy. Ugh, I love arcs that are floppy and glossy like this. I don't know, it's my favorite. So yeah, this is like a magical realism, witchy inheritance, magic type of book. I don't know. I just heard a lot of good things. Their live show, I believe, is September 30th. Not sure what time yet, and I think it's gonna be on Cami's channel. The next book I have is The Final Girls. Also, I lost a nail. We're just gonna ignore it. The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. This is the September pick for the Homebody Book Club, which is hosted by Liv from Liv's Library, Zoe from Zoe, fake fan, and Kaylin from Kaylin Abridged. I'm excited for this. I've read all of Grady Hendrix's like most popular novels, so Horror Store, Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, My Best Friend's Exorcism. Oh, I haven't read We Sold Our Souls yet. I soft DNF'd it. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this one's all about, and I just read Final Girls by Riley Sager, so I'm like kind of in that mood still. I don't know, I've heard mixed things about this one, but I'm excited to see if I like it. Can you tell it's midnight? And then the last book club book I have is for Gabby from Gabby Reads Book Club, The Book Troop. Her guest this month is Marcy from Marcy Reads, and I love her. And the book pick is 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard. This was my book pick for July from Book of the Month, and I'm so happy that she picked it for her book club because I wouldn't have picked it up anytime soon otherwise. This is a thriller set during the early stages of quarantine quarantine. Has lockdown created an opportunity for someone to commit the perfect crime? Because a couple quarantines together and then one of them is found dead. That's not that long. I hope it goes by fast because we need some quick books in this household. Next, I'm gonna talk about my current read that I started yesterday, Vespertine by Margaret Rogerson. I'm 140 pages in. The lovely Isabella sent me this ARC copy. This comes out October 5th. It got pushed back apparently, and I loved Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, so when Isabella told me she had an extra copy of Vespertine and she wanted to send it to me, I screamed. And this is another one of those floppy arcs. I'm loving the vibes so far. There are like spirits and magic, just vibes. There's a lot of like religious talk too, which I'm not too big of a fan of, but it's like almost like a made-up type of religious system, almost some of the elements, so it's not as like in your face type of thing. I'm loving the world building. It's very spooky, perfect for this time of year. And that's for a secret TBR video, but also not really because I posted a poll on Instagram, so y'all know. For that same video, I have The Perfect Place to Die by Bryce Moore. This says for fans of true crime murder mysteries, and that's literally all I needed, plus this cover and how quick it looks. It is set in Chicago in the 1890s during like the World Fair, like serial killer era, so we'll see how this one plays out, but I'm hoping this one goes by super quickly because it's like 300 pages and there's like barely words on the page, and it's YA, spooky, love it. Another spooky YA is Mark of the Wicked by Georgia Bowers, and this one's witchy and there's dark magic, and like she is blamed for a bunch of these like crimes or something, and she doesn't want to be trained to be a good witch. She wants the dark magic. I don't know, this cover is super dope too. I'm obsessed. Sorry for the glare, it's a library copy. And I just added this tonight, and that's why I wanted to film too, so I don't change my TBR anymore, even though I know I won't follow it to a T anyways. But I added an Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson because I'm loving Vespertine so much, and I need to get this off my TBR. I need to. It's been staring at me for years now on my shelf. Cami loved it, and I think my friend Issa loved it too, so yeah, I'm here for it. I have no idea what it's about. Isn't this about like someone's an artist? Yeah, the main character is an artist when she receives her first royal patron book, the Autumn Prince. Oh, love it. She makes a terrible mistake. She paints mortal sorrow in his eyes, a weakness that could cost him his life. Forced to depend upon each other for survival, their alliance blossoms into trust, perhaps even love. A forbidden emotion that would render both their lives forfeit. What force could Isabel's paintings conjure that is powerful enough to defy the ancient malice of the fairy courts? Okay, I just knew the main character was artsy, but I had no idea what it was actually about. I don't think I ever read the synopsis fully, so glad y'all got to witness that. I'm gonna be reading my first manga, 3 of them to be exact, and they're all by Junji Ito. My friend Keishan let me borrow these. They're just stunning. So I have Love Sickness, Smashed, and Shiver, and the covers are just everything, and I think these are just like story collections, I believe. Yeah, I'm excited to try out my first manga. I'm going to be vlogging. I'll probably try to read these in 24 hours. I'm sure it's doable. Speaking of 24 hours, I love these segues. Look at me go. If you didn't know, Jessie and I host a monthly readathon called Sapphicathon, where we read a bunch of sapphic reads for 24 hours. This month it's going to be September 12th. It's a Sunday, and it's going to be from midnight to midnight, so midnight Sunday to midnight Monday. And we have revolving guest hosts every month. And this month, our lovely guest host is the one and only Chanel from Chanel Time. Follow her on Instagram and YouTube. She's just such a great personality. Like, I love Chanel. I'm so excited to be co-hosting with her, and we're gonna have live reading sprints on my channel this month because last month we had them on Jessie's. So yeah, we're just gonna be alternating. Definitely follow us on Instagram because we're gonna be reposting all of your posts. Just tag us. We don't have like an Instagram for Sapphicathon or anything. We both repost pretty much all the posts story-wise, so definitely talk about your Sapphicathon experience on there. With that being said, I have 3 graphic novels that I could read for Sapphicathon, and I have carryovers from last month that could fulfill the sapphic theme, but I have volumes 4 and 5 of Monstrous. I just finished volume 3 yesterday. I got these from the library. The first 2 I read fully on my phone, which was hell, so I finally just checked them out physically. And then I also have Skim by Mariko Tamaki. I had no idea this was witchy. I had no idea this even existed. I read Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me a couple months ago, and then Naomi read this one for Sapphicathon in July. I was like, wow, it's witchy? Okay. let's do it. So I'm gonna let her influence me, and I'm gonna read this for apphicathon. So I could say I read at least one book, because last month I didn't read anything for apphicathon, lol. And then I have The Taxidermist Lover by Polly Hall. It's super short, and I really want to just read this like in a day and a half or something. A subscriber named Malka got this for me. Thank you so much. I like posted about it on my Instagram story, and I was like, I really want to break my book buying ban for this. And then she like helped me not break it and just got it for me. I saw it at work. I work at a library, and I saw it at work, and I read like the first 6 pages, and I was absolutely enamored with the writing. I'm so excited for this. I think it's like an obsession story about this woman who meets a taxidermist, and like taxidermy is really creepy to me, but also like it's spooky season, so let's get it. And then the last 3 books are for a themed reading vlog. I talk about it all the time, but I guess if you haven't heard by now, just wait and see. I have Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Booley. This is Native American inspired. It's a YA thriller, and it's pretty long, so I'm kind of nervous about this one, and it has like a lot of Native American terminology and language in it, so I'm hoping I could get the audiobook to follow along with so I could hear all the pronunciations. But I'm excited because I love books that involve Native American culture. The covers, just everything. I also have The Butterfly Garden by Dot Hutchison. I got this book for Cami a few months ago, and she said it's now her favorite thriller of all time, so I'm excited. It's super short. Hopefully I fly through this. This is about a dude who is a serial killer, and he, you know, collects bodies of women, and he calls them his butterflies, and they have like butterfly tattoos to like indicate that they're like his property, I believe. I don't know. This is the first in the collector series, which I have the entirety of thanks to Natalie. And then lastly, I have The Monarchs by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page. This is the sequel to The Ravens. This is an arc that was sent to me by, who was it? Was it Harper? No. Why did I forget the publisher's name? Houghton Mifflin Harcourt. Oh my god. And this comes out in January, and I'm so excited to be reading it. I love The Ravens, so did I say that was the sequel to The Ravens? Yeah, it's the sequel to The Ravens, and it was about like sorority witches, and I loved the twist in that book. This is another one of those floppy arcs. Yeah, this one's pretty long too, so rip. That is my September TBR. Let me know if you're gonna read any of these books. Maybe we could do a buddy read situation, who knows? But I also always say that, and I suck at buddy reads, like my friends know. Hope y'all participate in apphicathon this month, all the book clubs that I mentioned. Yeah, leave a, what should we leave? September. Leave those like brown leaves blowing in the wind, that emoji down below if you made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all had a great day. Stay safe and stay positive always, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.